Hello and welcome to Total IELTS. In today's lesson, I'll be looking at the reading question type matching headings. Now, some students claim that this is a very challenging task and more time consuming than the others. So I'll be looking at ways that you can increase your score by providing strategies and tips and using examples from Cambridge English IELTS past papers. Thank you for watching. So in this reading task, you're asked to match headings to sections or paragraphs in the text. And the headings summarize the information in each paragraph or section. For the challenges students face in this task, there will always be more headings than sections. For example, here we have 10 headings and 7 paragraphs. Another challenge is the use of distractors. This is very common in this task type, and we will look in more detail at this later. Headings also are never in the same order as the paragraphs in the text. For example, paragraph B in the text is actually heading 10. Also, trying to match keywords in the headings to words in the text can be a challenge, and some headings appear to have the same meaning. Also, focusing on the opening or topic sentence of each paragraph is a challenge, and this task is reported to be more time consuming than the others. So let's look at some strategies and tips to improve your score in this task type. Of course, be aware that there will always be more headings than sections in the text. These headings also will not be in the same order as the sections or paragraphs. The main reason why this task is time consuming is the use of ineffective or inappropriate strategies. Most students are told, read the headings first, highlight the key words, and then match them in the text. This is a good strategy for locating specific information. However, this task tests your ability to understand the main ideas of each section, not locate specific information. Reading the headings first can be time consuming because the headings are not in order. So you will find yourself rereading paragraphs many times. Start by reading the text first. Try to skim or speed read the text in less than 5 minutes. When you do this, focus on the main idea of each paragraph. Ask yourself, what information does this paragraph contain? You can also summarize the main idea by making notes on the question paper or on screen if you're doing the CD version. Here, for example, paragraph E, the summary of the main idea here is rules for how high planes can fly, and that matches with the heading setting altitude zones. So after you've read the text, read the headings and highlight the key words. Always remember the use of synonyms and paraphrase. For example, here in number 2 heading, it says aviation disaster prompts action. And the synonym for disaster is accident. Aviation in the skies prompts action, results in establishment of FAA. The main idea of each paragraph is usually contained in the topic sentence, but remember there will always be exceptions. If you can't match the heading using only the topic sentence, read the whole paragraph or section carefully. And even if you are almost sure you can match a heading by the topic sentence, skim the remainder of the paragraph for confirmation. Headings can have similar meanings. For example, number 4 says setting altitude zones, and 7 defining airspace categories. When headings have similar meanings, think about what's the difference. And the difference will usually be in the vocabulary used. And think about the meaning of the heading as a whole. For example, number 4 here describes heights. Planes are allowed to fly in certain areas, whereas 7 describes how different types of airspace are decided. So this task tests your ability to understand main ideas of sections and paragraphs, and it doesn't test locating specific information. There will always be distractors, always more headings than sections or paragraphs. Start with reading the text. Skim or speed read it. Make a brief summary of the main idea of each paragraph on your question paper or on screen if you're doing the CD version. Read the headings and think about the meaning of the heading as a whole. Highlight the key words, but always be aware of the use of synonyms and paraphrase. The main idea is not always in the topic sentence. Read the full paragraph or section for confirmation of your answer. When headings have similar meaning, analyze the key words for the differences. And again, think about the meaning of the heading as a whole. And of course, don't spend too much time on one question. If you're not sure, move on. You can come back later, and if you don't have any time, make a guess.